Welcome to your new City Hall. This is an incredible building. It took about 3 years from discussing it to the result that you're seeing here this morning. It is an incredible building. It was an ambitious project. We realized that if we wanted change to happen on La Habra Boulevard, that we had to be the individuals that would make the change happen. We wanted everybody else to come in and invest in La Habra, but we had to make our own investment. This is a city hall for the community, and we want you to come and visit as often as you can. This is only the beginning of the change of La Habra Boulevard. Enjoy the video that we're going to show you. Thank you very much for being here.
For years, the La Habra City Council has wondered what to do with the downtown area.
Several years ago, the city started looking at putting funds into a fairly extensive building renovation of the old City Hall. Over the years, there have been some renovations, but the City Hall building was in need of some fairly drastic repairs.
We had a facility that was built in the 1960s, the City Hall, and it was a tired building.
Departments were split up all over the building instead of being together, so sometimes a customer would have to go to multiple places to get help instead of just going straight to one spot.
We were at a study session one day with the mayor and the council, and we asked staff to at least consider the idea of maybe building a new City Hall.
Is it wise to invest a bunch of money fixing up a building that really doesn't meet your needs, or to look at other alternatives? So we looked at just fixing the building the way it was, which was going to be about $5 million. And then we looked at an alternative of adding an addition to the building and fixing it, which I believe was around $7 or $8 million. And then the third alternative was this building, which was about $11.5 million.
At the same time, developer, City Ventures, came to look at the buildings, the office buildings across the street from City Hall. So when they came to the city, our planning staff started looking at their proposal and started looking at what we had been talking about for a building renovation, and realized there might be an opportunity to do something fairly unique, a land swap.
It was time to either think about spending a lot of money on a building that was quite old, or look at these buildings, which were probably 20 years newer, had what the contractors like to say are good bones, and begin to think about what we could make this into as a new City Hall complex.
We were looking at their office buildings that were built in the mid-'80s and were much newer than the buildings we were in, and wood frame construction, very durable buildings, and they could build more homes on our side of the street. So we started to have a dialogue with the developer as to whether or not we could do a land swap where they would pay us for our property, we would buy their property, and we would end up netting money out of that transaction for the city and look to do a renovation.
It was something that was going to be very, very feasible. We partnered up with a developer, and all the numbers came in line.
And with the land swap that we were able to do, it looked like we could bring it in well under the budget of what we would have had to spend by borrowing. And that made a lot of sense to us.
So after additional months of discussions with the developer and looking at the project scope, we were able to bring to the council a polished proposal and a project, and the council said, let's go for it, let's do this project.
I'm particularly pleased that City Council approved it, and then I was the one that got to sign the papers that said, this was the project that was going to go forward.
We were on this project for just a little bit over a year.
We wanted to really create a place where people to come and be proud of, to be more customer friendly.
Everything's easy to find. It's a nice, open, airy, inviting environment. It's twice as big as the old building was in terms of area and space. So we have more conference rooms, more meeting rooms available for the public. So it was really a better expenditure of your money in terms of what you got at the end of the day.
The old building only had 2 or 3 meeting rooms in it. The new facility has 9 or 10 meeting areas, including 3 public meeting areas that can be utilized by nonprofit groups or other community-based groups that need meeting space.
I love how it ties into the La Habra landscape. It's a beautiful addition to what you've already started, and I think we're going to set the precedence on future projects in La Habra.
It's the first step in really improving the whole downtown area.
La Habra, hope you enjoy it as much as we enjoyed building it for you.
The entire city council, our mayor, city staff really worked countless hours to make this day a reality today.
We hope you come visit us at the new City Hall.